Commanders and the Michigan State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Boilermakers head coach before the game, he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Boilermakers ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Spartans offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And now Cam Davis taking the field. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. The give to Davis. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Davis will throw. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Still looking. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure, the clock.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The play fake. Rush is on. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Purdue! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll ride Davis here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Spins away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Boilermaker offense has it. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. And he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. And he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Boilermakers are flying down the field. Sells to run, looking to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that.
Snags it, and there's running room. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The give to Davis. building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs, guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This skills like that.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Hits inside, it's Smith. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Davis looking to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Fresh center down's going to the air. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Fires left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Rid of it on the RPO. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Hauls it in. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Drops back on first down. Caught there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll give it on the counter. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
Right back to the well. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Michigan State's offense heads out ready to go to work. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll ride Davis here. He's past the sticks. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Davis will throw. Right side, it's Wiggins. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Reels it in. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Play action on first down. Caught. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. The handoff as they run the counter play here. There he goes. Powers through. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the ground, he's got it again. He breaks a tackle. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On play action. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. Plows his way ahead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wiggins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh, like let's try.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Purdue!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Cherry. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sellers.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Across the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
2nd down to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Touchdown, Sparty! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here he comes with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and 6 yards to go. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense getting set for first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
2nd and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. He's already thrown 1 interception, and before this gets in his head, I think the way to fix it is to get the mechanics squared away.
And sometimes you get rushed.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Cherry. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Bulldozes his way through. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Needs it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Finds his man on the RPO. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Drives inside. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now on the counter. Just ran him over. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. The corners are walked up tight. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Sees a crease. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a crease. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to Davis. Lights off a defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Cherry. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Spartan! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was safe.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, with these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
With an update on that, let's check in with Hotto.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the slow starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
appreciate that, Holly.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive line to get to the QB.
The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. Looking for a man. It's Cherry. He's going to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride Davis here. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal.
Touchdown, Spartan! And the comeback is on.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Makes a move. He's got an alley. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Boilermakers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Might as well give it to him again. Headed to the end zone. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Boilermakers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receiver. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this defense has given up some yards getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Motion from the back. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops from her and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. They're all over him. Finds his target. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete. It is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sells to fake. He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Purdue! Right on the money, and he makes the grab. zone. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Cherry. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They want that clock to run. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Motion from the wideout. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Selling the fake. Turning it on. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. 3rd and 3. Churns into the pile. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Boilermakers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And the pummeling has started. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is the day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Here we go. Keep.
Got a little space. Taken down. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.